Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you all doing?
Good.
Alhamdulillah.
Good, Alhamdulillah. How are you doing?
I'm doing
Good,
great.
alhamdulillah.
Yeah. Welcome to you all. Ahlan wa sahlan. Welcome. Let me start with a quick attendance. Let me just see who's here. Muhammad. Ala.
Yes, I'm here.
And Salina. Lena is here. Lena, for you. And Haneen.
I'm here.
Anya.
Hi, friend.
She's making salah.
Yes,
Okay, I'll put her as present.
she's almost done.
No problem. Aziza.
I don't think Aziz is here.
Okay, Ahmed.
Yes,
Ahmed here?
I'm here.
Ahlan, Ahmed. Nida.
Yes, I'm here.
Ahlan wa sahlan. And Tala.
I'm here.
Welcome. Ahlan wa sahlan. Welcome to you.
Oh, teacher, I don't know if you called my name or not, but I was in the bathroom. Sorry.
No problem. I did see Salina and then I looked for you and I saw your name. I put you present. Welcome. Ahlan wa sahlan. Okay. Before we start with Tarbiyah Islamiyah, quick dua. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make it easy on the families who are going through the bombings and the hard times right now in Palestine. May Allah make their life easy and may Allah stop what's going on with regards to the hard life that they're going through right now. Now, let's start with Dean.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Here's Hania. I put you as present. Haneen told me that you were making salah.
I know that you live in Palestine, and I hope that you are okay too.
Jazakallah khair. La, alhamdulillah, we're okay. We're okay, alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. There's so much families that are going through so much things right now. And they're bombing down buildings. Buildings are coming down. And
Is this one of the signs of Day of Judgment that like Muslim countries be attacked?
subhanAllah, it is one of the doves. It is a
Really?
sign. No, it is.
Is it a major or minor?
Minor.
Okay.
Minor. Yes, Salah?
I just wanted to say that there's a lot of signs of the Day of Judgment that are happening right now.
Yes. Yes.
Oh yeah, is it true that
Amongst ahead.
do you know about like the river that's supposed to show a mountain of gold?
Yep,
People
and you're
said
afraid
that
to
like
sit
there's
there.
already gold that's being shown from it.
There is a hadith that the Prophet ﷺ, he said that this river, the Euphrates River, would go down and it was going to show a mountain of gold, mountains of gold in it. And people are going to fight over this gold. Now, from every 10, 9 is going to die in that war. So you're talking like 90% is going to die for that war about. So the Prophet ﷺ, he told us not to fight for that war because that war is the war of dunya. So when that sign didn't happen yet.
Oh, but like I heard that gold is already
No.
being found, but people are not fighting over it yet.
No. Well, they didn't find the mountain of gold yet, but it says that they're finding traces of gold. Allahu Alam. Also, there's a sign that's happening now that, you know, the Prophet ﷺ, he said, ستعود صحراء العربية خضراء كما قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم, that the Arabian desert is going to be returned to green gardens.
Is that happening?
That's happening. That's one of the things that's happening. And in the last years, there have been the weather change, the climate change. It caused the Arabian Peninsula to be more green and to other than the climate change, maybe the technology with the climate change that's happening, all of that together is causing the deserts to be more green. Sometimes, there's actual pictures, that there's the desert is now is growing grass and so forth.
Sheikh, I have a question. How many
Yes.
more major and minor signs till the day of judgment?
Allahu Alam, but we're still in the minor signs. I don't know exactly how much per number, but I just give you an example of some of them that didn't happen yet.
Okay.
Even the one with the green, even the one with the deserts coming green, that one started, right? Wallahu Alam, Allah knows best. But even that, it didn't completely happen yet, where it become green gardens and rivers and the Arabian desert. The desert is still a desert, but it's just we see it happening. We see it happening that the more rain and the climate is changing and so forth. Wallahu ta'ala alam.
Is the mountain of gold a major or minor sign?
Wallahu alam, this is a minor sign. This is a minor sign. Because the major signs, the Prophet ﷺ, he mentioned them to happen all back to back. All of them are gonna happen like one after the other, one after the other, one after the other.
Is one of the major
There
signs,
is, sorry, Selena, go ahead.
the major signs from the gel cup?
No. So the Dajjal is gonna be from the first of the major signs. The Mahdi, this leader, there's gonna have before the Dajjal, they're gonna have a leader, a Muslim leader called al Mahdi, just a leader. He's no prophet. He's no, nothing.
Do you mean Imam Mahdi?
Yeah.
He's gonna be a leader. Yes. Okay. This leader, he's between he's the gap between the major and the minor signs. Wallahu alam. I think the census topic is such a interesting topic. What I should do is right now we have to finish Salah. We have to finish up Salah, and Salah by itself it takes us, but we're studying Salah in very details. Maybe after Salah, I'll give you guys something like this so you could give you like a break, because Salah more like subjects like this are more like to you. How can I say it? It's like it's more interesting, maybe funner a little, to take the signs of the Day of Judgment. After Salah, inshallah, I'd see if I could fit in something like that. So it would be like a break between one hard subject and the next. Because Salah is one of those topics that the way we're studying it, it's one of the more of a difficult topic than a topic of, let's say, a fun, or you know what I mean. Now, let's get a little back to Salah. So far, what we studied from Salah so far, we studied Tahara, we studied the conditions. Anybody, do you guys anywhere remember any condition of Salah?
Me, I know.
Yes, Haneen.
The intention, the wudu, and the purity.
MashaAllah, she just give us 3 one time. Intention,
You also have to face the Qibla.
purity. Naam.
You also have to face the Kaaba, of course.
Of course, the direction, for example, is a condition.
You have to
That's
be clean and a Muslim.
You have to Tahara and you have to be a Muslim, correct?
Sheikh, I have a question.
Yes, Ahmed.
Which is the most important condition?
Which is the most important condition? What do you guys think? Which
the
is the most
intention.
exactly? إنما الأعمال بالنيات. This is the most important.
The
Because
intent-
without the intention, nothing counts.
Exactly.
I know, I always tell myself I'm going to pray this Salah before I actually pray it.
So without the intention which is in the heart, that you're praying this, you're doing this action sincerely for Allah as a type of worship. So, without the intention, that prayer would be just any movement, like you're doing push-ups without the intention. What makes it a worship is that you intend this as a worship for the sake of Allah. See, there's two things that make your worship count. Two things. And you guys should remember this. The intention and that the action is correct. That this is the action that the actually came in Islam. That this action was taught to us by the Quran and the Sunnah. Because the Prophet said, he said, pray the way you see me praying. So if you pray like the Prophet and you have the right intention sincerely to Allah, then your action will be accepted. We also spoke about the three categories of Salah. We said every action in Salah comes under a certain category. What are they? What are these categories?
Sheikh, can I use the restroom?
Yes, of course. Ahmed.
Thank you.
Teacher,
Yes, Salah.
I can read those.
Go ahead. Explain each one for us, please.
Okay, so the obligation in Arabic it's wajib. That means something you have to do. It's obligated for you. Recommended, it's mustahib. It's only recommended to do. And a pillar, rukn, it's something that is more than an obligation. And if you don't do it, your salah doesn't count.
All right. So, if the arkan is a pillar. It's what your prayer depends on to be correct. It's a pillar. You know, a house without pillars, it falls.
Yeah.
So arkan is even in when we're talking about salah, for example, or anything, even if we talk about Islam, Islam has certain pillars, right? Pillars of Islam, pillars of Iman. The salah without any one of these pillars, your salah would be invalid.
Yeah.
You have to have each one of these pillars must be there, or else you have to make it up. The pillar must be there.
The pillar must be the pillar is the important thing in Salah.
One more time, Haneen.
The pillar is the most important thing in Salah, because if you miss it, the prayer won't be it will be
Correct.
invalid.
If you miss a pillar, you have to make it up, and if you don't make it up, your prayer would be invalid. Okay. Now, let's see what pillar we reached to here. 1 second. Look at these we spoke about. These pillars, standing during the obligatory prayer, we spoke about the takbir al-ihram, we spoke about the first takbir. Allahu Akbar, when you pray, when you start to pray, when you get into your prayer, like the takbir al-ihram is the door of your prayer. You get into your prayer, you start to pray. So that we spoke about reciting Surah Al-Fatiha. We spoke about ruku' and the way a person should be during the ruku'. We spoke about that. Standing up after ruku', we spoke about that. Don't forget that's a pillar. That's a pillar. When you stand up after ruku', that's a pillar. When we get to the obligations, we talk about what you say when you're standing up, right? You guys know. Sami Allahu liman hamida rabbana wa lakal hamd. When we get to the obligations, we'll talk about that. But for now, we're just talking about pillars. So ruku' and then standing up from ruku'. This is the one we're going to speak about today is very important. Did we speak about sujood last time?
No.
Yeah.
Yes, we stopped at 8.
We stopped at ruku'.
We didn't do 8.
Oh, we didn't do 8. Okay. So we spoke about the sujood. Sujood is 7. المهم, whether we spoke about it or not, let's repeat it. Sujood, which is the most important pillar of your salah. You know, the closest time, and the Prophet ﷺ, he mentioned this in a hadith, the closest time you're to Allah is when you're in sujood in your salah. And this sujood, you should take care of it. You should make sure you give it enough time. Make sure, not only give it enough time, make sure that you make sujood correctly. Now, there are 7 parts of the body that must touch the ground. I think, yes, we did speak about it last time. Quickly, tell me the 7 parts of the body that must touch the ground for sujood.
Teacher, we already talked about them.
Okay, can you tell us as a review?
Okay, the forehead, the nose, the palms of the hands, the knees, the toes, the nose, and even, I think I said the knees, right?
So I think you got all of them. This is 1, right? So that's 1. The forearm with the nose. That's 1. This is 2 and 3. The knees are 4 and 5. And then the behind the toes are 6 and 7. So that's correct. I think you got everything. That's 7.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Now, the next pillar is the actual sitting down between the 2 sujoods. The sitting down between sujood 1 and sujood 2, the actual sitting down is a pillar. So that's why when you sit down between these 2 sujoods, make sure you sit down properly. And not like the, you know, like not like the chicken, you know, when the chicken, he peeks for the seeds. So it's like, you know, you don't actually sit down, you just sujood, and then that you actually sit down where your body, your trunk, you feel that tranquility, you're seated, and then you make sujood again. Of course, there's something that you say that in between these sujoods, we talk about that when we get to the wajibat. Okay, so any questions about number 9?
No.
Of course, there's a certain way that you sit down. Every time you sit down, whether it's here or whether it's in the tahiyat al-wusta, the middle tahiyat, or whether in the end of the salah, there's a special way to sit down. All of that is from the sunan, from the mustahabbat, and we'll deal with that later. We'll deal with it later on. Right now, we're just talking about the actual sitting down between 2 sujoods. This is a pillar. Now, okay. Allahumma salli ala Sayyid Muhammad. Let me see. We have
How many pillars are there?
here, they're giving us 14. The 2, there's 2 that they added, not added, but they said the actual getting up, for example, and standing up. Well, of course, to stand up, you're going to actually move to stand up. And then they say between the sujood, the actual getting up to get to sitting down, you know, they put that as, they count that as 1. That would be that would be the same thing as standing up, for example, after ruku'. You see here, for example, they have like number 8, rising from prostration, like actually going up from ruku' to the sitting position. The actual movement, of course, this is natural, because to get from one pillar to another, you're not gonna do it by a miracle. You're not gonna, you're gonna, of course, from sujood to sitting position, your body is gonna move. So if 8 and 9 was 1, it would have been easier like that, يعني. But still, يعني. In all, they count as 14. 14. So what we're gonna do is we leave the last four for tomorrow's class. That's where we're finished tomorrow. We're finished tomorrow, inshallah, with arkan, and then we'll go to wajibat after that. You guys could start your break right now. Bismillah.
السلام عليكم حنين. وعليكم السلام. السلام عليكم هانية. لا لا. Tala, you know what? Why did you say that? Who likes snails? I don't know.
Nobody likes snails.
Nobody likes snails. Yucky. Yeah. Who would want to have a pet? Good for our stomach. Only boys have pet snails, you know. Really? No.
Bro, we boys are not like that.
I had baby frogs in my backyard and I like to play with them. But I once stepped on them and now they're all gone.
You played with them?
Have you ever touched the baby hedgehog?
Guys, you know,
Who
in Morocco they eat them.
I heard that in the Philippines they eat raw chicken and like
One time I looked raw chicken and I didn't get sick.
that's kind of disgusting.
Yeah, so
Don't ask why I did it. Just
the
don't ask.
The Chinese.
Why did you do it?
Don't ask. I'm not gonna
Who likes frogs?
Ew.
I don't like
Ew.
frogs.
Really?
That's me. I like frogs.
Who likes frogs?
Frogs are better than toads.
Yeah, that's
Well, actually, those weren't frogs. Those were toads.
What do you eat? Frogs? Yeah, Chinese eat frogs. Frogs so bad.
Chinese.
They even eat a dog, even a snail, even a worm.
Have you ever heard of Chinese eat cockroaches?
Yes.
Disgusting. You know that people.
Have you guys had cricket tacos?
Oh no.
Well, what's it called again? The Ziggy next to my house, they sell cockroaches that they flavor it like peanuts, like barbecue flavored cockroaches. Or not cockroaches, sorry,
That
cricket.
is very disgusting. Please stop talking about this.
Sorry.
People eat crickets. Crickets are so scary. And they taste so bad, I think. Who's that sound? Like, what was that? Tyler,
Yes.
do you know how to write elephant?
How to what?
Write elephant.
Maybe.
Try.
I'll try in the chat. I'll just send it to everyone.
Tyler.
Yeah.
Okay guys, السلام عليكم. We're back. سنعود إلى اللغة العربية. الدرس اللغة العربية. Okay. I noticed Aziz is here, so let me just put her on the attendance. أهلا وسهلا Aziza, welcome. Okay. Try to be on time. I usually take attendance in the start of the class. Okay. Now, Today اليوم سنبدأ في وحدة جديدة واسم هذه الوحدة السكن. The name of our new chapter for Arabic.
Second.
Exactly, is a second. What is a second, Tara?
Apartment or a building.
Well, that's examples of a second, but I need just a little closer. When we say a second in general, what are we talking about? A second could be many types. Amongst what you said, and they use it today as the word a second, they use it, for example, apartments. But here we mean more of a general word that could cover more than just apartments. What you guys think? The word a second.
House? No, not house.
Obligation.
Say that again.
Obligation.
Obligation. No, not obligation.
A place where people live together.
These people live together. Yep, that's a okay. That's a good answer.
Just like me, I live in an apartment.
Like that's an example of a second. That's an example of a second. You know, you guys ever heard? Maybe this is what I think Tala was saying. She was saying I think I heard her say obligation, but the right word is accommodation. That's what you were saying.
I was almost trying to say it.
That's what you. Oh, so that's what you were trying to say. Accommodation, right?
Yeah.
Accommodation means the place that you live, whether it's a house or it's apartment building, in apartment and apartment building,
Wait.
or whether it's if you live in a hotel or you live in a castle or wherever you live, it's called accommodation. Now today we start with this chapter called a second that speak about basically where people live and neighborhoods and different stuff around accommodation. Let us see what this chapter has for us. Here is a conversation, nice conversation. Let me see if I could get it bigger for you guys. I think I could. Just like this. I could scroll down when we. Okay. So Tala has her hand up. I think Tala want to read it and somebody else translate it. Who would like to translate it?
Me.
Haneen. So Tala and Haneen, go ahead. Read and translate this conversation. And then I would have two others that actually act it out. Go ahead. Just read and translate.
Assalamu alaikum.
Peace be upon you.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Be upon you too.
أين تسكن؟
Where do you live?
أسكن في
Hay is like a neighborhood. Hay.
حي
I live in a high or a neighborhood.
Anyway, she forgot one word. Hay
المطار.
المطار. حي المطار.
المطار.
So how we translate that completely, Haneen? أسكن في حي المطار.
I live in the neighborhood.
Which neighborhood? حي المطار. What's مطار?
Airport.
Airport.
Okay.
Airport.
So like you're saying, I live in the neighborhood, the airport neighborhood. Like I live in the neighborhood that's around the airport. Continue.
وأين أنت تسكن؟
And where do you live?
أسكن في حي الجامعة.
No, it's حي الجامعة.
Correct.
جامعة.
أسكن في حي الجامعة. What does that mean?
I live in the neighborhood.
I live in the neighborhood of
University.
exactly. So you know there's a neighborhood around the university. So I live in the neighborhood of the university. Okay. Next.
هل تسكن في بيت؟ هل تسكن في بيت؟
You live in a house.
نعم أسكن في بيت.
Yes, I live in a house.
هل تسكن في بيت؟
Do you live in a house?
لا أسكن في شقة.
No, I live in an apartment.
So the word shakka here means apartment. Shakka means apartment. Go ahead.
ما رقم الشقة؟
ما رقم شقتك? It's being more specific. He's being
Well, what is your apartment?
exactly. So he's saying, what is your apartment number? ما
5.
رقم
5.
ما رقم بيتك؟
What is your house's number? House's number?
9.
9. MashaAllah. What's that? What's 9?
9.
9. Number 9. Okay. Who will be? I need 2 students to act it out for us. Ahmed and Hassan. Hani is 1. And Ala. So we have Hania could be Ahmed and Ala could be Hassan. Go ahead. Go ahead, guys.
السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام.
Why did you say that? Ahmed, you're not Ahmed. They were saying that the Ahmed in the paper, not you, Ahmed.
Who should I give Ahmed to Ahmed?
No. أين تسكن؟
أسكن في حي المطار. وأين تسكن أنت؟
أسكن في حي الجامعة.
هل تسكن في بيت؟
لا أسكن.
No, it's the.
نعم أسكن في بيت.
That's what you guys read. You ask her هل تسكن في بيت and she answered نعم أسكن في بيت. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, speak. Okay, go ahead.
هل تسكن في بيت؟
لا أسكن في شقة.
ما
لا طبعا لا أسكن في لا and then she stopped so she answered the question لا and she stopped and then she said أسكن في شقة. Correct. Continue.
ما رقم شقتك؟
5. وما رقم بيتك؟
9.
Okay, let's do another conversation here with new students. Let's see. We would have. Let me see if they have a chance. The ones that didn't have a chance yet is Aziza, Nida, Salina, Ahmed. Who else? Okay. So that's 4, right? I need 2 of you to translate for us and 2 of you to act it out. Read and translate and 2 to act it out. Who will read and translate? Put up your hands first.
Can I read?
Okay, Salina, you're gonna read in Arabic, and Aziz is gonna translate. Aziza, do you want to translate?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have Selena and Aziza, and then the acting out gonna actually be Nida and Ahmed after you guys read and translate. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Start
I'm
from the
reading
mustajir.
both the people, right?
You're reading everything, all of it like a text, but stop at each one. So
Okay.
Aziza could translate. Go ahead. So المستأجر.
Assalamu
Oh.
alaikum.
Peace be upon you.
Wa alaikum salam.
You guys understand the difference between the mustajir and the muajjir? I'll cut you guys off for 1 second. I just want to make sure you understand. The mustajir and the muajjir, you guys understand the difference?
No.
Okay, make a note of this. The mustajir is the one who is renting.
Oh.
The rentee. The muajjir is the renter, the one who is renting out that house or that apartment building or whatever. Okay, I'll let you guys continue. I just want to point out that note. Go ahead, continue.
أريد شقة
Mhm.
أريد شقة من فضلك.
I want an apartment, please.
لدينا شقة جميلة.
We have beautiful apartments.
كم غرفة في شقتي؟
How many rooms are in your apartments?
في شقتي خمس غرف.
غرف.
In apartments, there are 5 rooms.
Mhm.
في أي دور؟
في أي دور
في أي دور الشقة؟
Now, with regards to this word here, dawr, in some countries, like for example, by us in Palestine, we use the word طابق. أي طابق, what floor? Some other countries, they would use for floor, they would use this word. Like more like in the Gulf countries, they would use dawr.
Mm.
For example, for طابق, for floor. Go ahead, sorry. Aziza, continue. أي دور الشقة?
Which floor is the apartment?
Mhm.
الشقة في الدور الخامس.
The apartment is on the 5th floor.
أريد
Mhm.
مشاهدة الشقة.
I want to see the apartment.
Mhm.
تفضل.
Go ahead.
That's like exactly. Go ahead or welcome. Correct. The last.
هذه هي الشقة.
This is the apartment.
هذه شقة جميلة.
This is a beautiful apartment.
Mashallah. You guys did an excellent job, mashallah. Mashallah. Okay, now we said who's gonna act it out? I think we said Nida and Ahmed are gonna act it out. So Nida, am I correct? Nida and Ahmed, we said you're gonna act it out. You're gonna act the conversation. The same conversation that they were, of course.
Okay.
Okay. So mustajir, yes.
Who am I?
Yeah, the mustajir, basically the rentee, the person who wants to rent.
Okay.
And the muajjir is Ahmed. He is the person who is renting out. He is the person who owns this apartment and he wants to
Like
rent
a
it.
landlord?
Exactly, like the landlord, for example.
Okay.
Yes.
Assalamu alaikum.
وعليكم السلام.
1 second. أريد شقة من فضلك.
لدينا
لدينا مهم.
شقة جميلة.
جميلة مهم.
كم غرفة في الشقة؟
مهم.
في
Nice.
الشقة في 5 غرفة.
5 غرف. Because it's the plural. The plural for غرفة in Arabic, the plural for غرفة, like more than one room, is غرف. And I'll keep that as one of your in this chapter. I keep that as one of your vocabulary words. غرفة غرف. Also here, كم غرفة في الشقة, because don't forget, we remember we took this. This is شمسية. This is the letter when it's sha, when after alif and lam, and it's sha. For example, one of the letters of شمسية is sha. You don't pronounce the lam, so you say في الشقة. كم غرفة في الشقة.
Okay.
No. And then, okay, you already read this one. في الشقة خمس غرف.
Sorry, can I go use the bathroom?
Yes, of course. Go ahead. We're here now.
في أي دور شقة؟
دور. في أي دور. في أي دور الشقة. Go ahead, أحمد.
الشقة في الدور الخامس.
So الشقة في دور الخامس. And then أريد
مشاهدة الشقة.
Correct. Go ahead, أحمد.
تفضل. تفضل.
هذه هي الشقة.
The last one, Ahmed. هذه
شقة جميلة.
MashaAllah. You guys did an awesome job. Now it's time to go to our Arabic lesson, to our Quran lesson. It's time for Quran. And today is Monday. And Monday we read from the Mus'haf. Let me just get out everyone what they have to read today. Some of you are going to actually start reading different surah today. Let us start. So, let me see. Ala, you requested to start with Surah Muhammad?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I have written here. I just want to make sure. Okay, so you could start with Surah Muhammad. Go ahead.
How much ayat?
Do you have Surah Muhammad memorized? So I could know how much ayat to give you. I don't want to give much.
Not all of it.
Not all of it. Okay, so I'm gonna slowly with you then. So give us the first three.
Okay.
The first three, because tomorrow, that you could memorize that by tomorrow for sure, because you already started, right?
No, the first three I already memorized them.
Okay, so we're good. Alhamdulillah. So go ahead. The first three is okay then. Go
Okay.
ahead.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الذين كفروا وصدوا عن سبيل الله أضل أعمالهم والذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وآمنوا بما نزل على محمد وهو الحق من ربهم كفر عنهم سيئاتهم وأصلح بالهم ذلك بأن الذين كفروا اتبعوا الباطل وأن الذين آمنوا اتبعوا الحق من ربهم كذلك يضرب الله للناس أمثالهم.
MashaAllah, حسبك. Let me just write it down. 1, 2, 3. Jazakallahu khairan. Excellent job. And then Selena, you requested that after you finish with Surah Al-Rahman, that you go to Az-Zumar. Is that correct?
Yeah.
How much you have memorized already from the Zumar?
I haven't really memorized any of it, but I took some of it, like I know how to read it.
But did you start it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't want to give you for memorization. You notice some of the ayat of for example, Surah Al-Zumar, some of the ayat are long. Yeah, and so I will give you, when I say 1 and 2, we're talking about, you're talking about like 5 lines.
Yeah.
About 5 and 1 word, of course. That's just 2 ayat, because no.
Teacher?
No. Yes. So you want? I'll give you until the first, basically until ayat 3.
Okay.
Go ahead. Until ayat 3.
Teacher?
Yes.
I'm sorry, but can I go?
Yes, you can go. You dismiss. Walaikum
Assalamu
salam. Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم تنزيل الكتاب من الله العزيز الحكيم إنا أنزلنا إليك الكتاب بالحق فاعبد الله مخلصا له الدين ألا لله الدين الخالص والذين اتخذوا من دونه أولياء ما نعبدهم إلا ليقربونا إلى الله زلفى إن الله يحكم بينهم فيما هم فيه يختلفون.
فيما هم فيه مختلفون. Correct. Keep going.
إن الله لا يهدي من هو كاذب كفار.
MashaAllah. Jazakallah khair. So for tomorrow, you can memorize from 1 to 3. That's okay?
Okay.
Okay, that's for Surah Al-Zumar. 1 second, let me just write that down.
Is it okay if I leave?
Yes, you could leave. مع السلامة. Okay, Haneen is in Surah Al-Rahman.
I'm in Surah Al-Rahman, but I was in Surah Al-Qamar, then I went in Surah Al-Najm.
Now, as soon as you finish Surah Al-Rahman, I let you choose if you want to go back to Surah Al-Qamar or Surah Al-Najm.
Yeah.
Inshallah. So the last ayah you read, Surah Al-Rahman, was 47. That's the last one you read. So today you
Yes.
could start at 48,
Okay.
right over here.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
ذوات go ahead.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. ذواتا أفنان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان فيهما عينان تجريان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان فيهما من كل فاكهة زوجان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان متكئين على فرش بطائنها من استبرق وجنى الجنتين دان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان فيهن قاصرات الطرف لم يطمثهن إنس قبلهم ولا جان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان كأنهن الياقوت والمرجان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان
حسبك. That's what? That's 59. So from 48
Yes.
to 59.
Okay.
Okay, inshallah, tomorrow. That's for you tomorrow, inshallah. Hania, can we give you the same amount? Can we give you the same amount that we give to Haneen from 48 to 59?
From where?
From ayah 48, from here.
Okay. ذواتا أفنان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان فيهما عينان تجريان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان فيهما من كل فاكهة زوجان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان متكئين على فرش بطائنها من استبرق وجنى الجنتين دان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان فيهن قاصرات الطرف لم يكن مثلهن
لم
إنس
go back فيهن قاصرات. Go back there.
فيهن قاصرات الطرف لم يطمثهن إنس قبلهم ولا جان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان كأنهن الياقوت والمرجان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان.
ما شاء الله حسبك. جزاك الله خيرا. So please get these ready for tomorrow by memorization.
Okay.
And now we have Aziza, Surah As-Saf. Aziza, the last ayah you read was...
Ayah number 8 or something, 7 or 8, I think.
It was down. The last one you read was 7. Let's start with 8. You could start right here.
يريدون ليطفئوا نور الله بأفواههم والله متم نوره ولو كره الكافرون والذي أرسل رسوله بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على الدين كله ولو كره المشركون يا أيها الذين آمنوا هل أدلكم على تجارة تنجيكم من عذاب أليم.
Did you want more for memorization? That's enough.
That's enough.
Okay, that's enough. So you could have a chance to make sure you memorize it properly. Jazakallahu khairan. Ahmed. Walaikum salam. Ahmed, I'm looking at Ahmed here. Ahmed Nazir. Ahmed, the last thing you read was you read 7 to 11 and you memorized 7 to 11.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go back one ayah. Let's start from 7. So we're going to start from this line.
Okay. أعوذ
Go
بالله
on.
من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم تتبعوها الرادفة قلوب يومئذ واجفة أبصارها
خاشعة.
خاشعة يقولون أئنا لمردودون في الحافرة أإذا كنا عظاما
نخرة.
نخرة.
Okay, let's stop here so you could make sure that you get them perfect tomorrow. I think that's enough. So from 7 until 11. That's correct. Yeah. 7 until 11, you practice it. These ayat, you actually read them before, but just to get you could get them perfect again, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. So by tomorrow, please get them perfect and ready, inshallah.
Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Nida, you have. Walaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Nida has. The last ayah you read was 45 of Surah Al-Mursalat. 45. Go ahead, read until from 45 until 50. So basically, you finish the surah. You finish the surah today. Not today, tomorrow, I mean.
Where is 45?
Naam.
Oh, where is it?
Right here.
Oh,
ويل
okay.
يومئذ للمكذبين.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ويل يومئذ للمكذبين كلوا وتمتعوا قليلا إنكم مجرمون إنكم مجرمون ويل يومئذ للمكذبين إذا قيل لهم اركعوا لا يركعون ويل يومئذ للمكذبين فبأي حديث بعده يؤمنون.
MashaAllah, Jazakallah khair. So tomorrow you read by memory the last ayat, which was, we said, 45 to 50.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Okay. Tala?
Ala is not here.
Tala is not here?
He left.
Oh, wow. So that's it. We're finished. Okay. مع السلامة.
مع السلامة. I hope your family and you in Palestine are doing well.
Jazakallah khair. Alhamdulillah, the area that I live in, it's less than what you guys see on the news. That's more towards like the south, but still, even by us, there's a lot of problems. There's like they close on all the roads. Sometimes the settlements, they cause problems with the people. They shoot after their houses or they throw stones after their cars and stuff. But the big stuff that you guys see on the news, that's like maybe like 3 hours away from where I live, yani. But still, it affects all of us, of course, and make dua for all the people here and all the Muslims around the world. Jazakallah khairan. Assalamu alaikum.
يهديكم.
Assalamu
السلام عليكم.
alaikum. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.